we're going to be doing a couple things for that achy lower back. So I don't know about you, but every once in a while my lower back really starts to bother me. Maybe it's from sitting for too long. But anyway, if your back is bothering you, here's a couple things that you can do to just help with that achy lower back. First of all, just sitting on the floor, believe it or not, is actually helpful for the back because we're going to be using abdominal muscles and back muscles. So if you're able, you can sit in a cross-legged position. If this is really uncomfortable, you do not have to sit in a cross-legged position. You can bring your feet forward a bit and just touch the bottom of your feet together or your heels together, and that might make your knees feel a little bit better. And then as you just kind of sit for a moment, notice where your bones are on the mat. So your sitting bones are equally distributed right there, and you can just kind of feel it. You can just kind of go from side to side and notice, how does that feel? All right, and you're just breathing. Your chest is slightly lifted, so you're engaging the muscles in the belly and the muscles in the back. And then keeping the hands on the knees, let's lean forward a bit. And as soon as you lean forward, you're going to feel the muscles in the lower back. So let's go over to the right, and we're going to go slowly around in a circle. And then reverse that circle. And then coming back to center. You can keep your legs like this, or if you're able, you can sit back and cross-legged, or keep your legs with the heels pressed together. Take your hands and just bring them out to the side. We're going to lift the chest. We're going to lift up our right hand and just lean over towards the left side. And you're engaging all the muscles along the side, all the way down to the hip and in the back. So you're just reaching over. And you're breathing, and then push yourself back up. Drop that right hand down. Pick up the left hand, bring it up, lifting it up, and then coming over to the right side. Just notice how that feels, and then bring that back down. All right, I'm going to flip over onto my knees because I want to show you a couple things that really helps with the lower part of the back. So coming onto your hands and knees, making sure that your knees are just right underneath your hips, and there's at least a fist distance between your knees. Your hands are right underneath your shoulders, palms are flat, fingers are spread like a fan. First thing we're going to do is just gently swing your hips from side to side. This just releases tension in the lower back. And then slowly just take your right foot back and just push out through your heels. Your toes are curled under, and we're just going to pick up that left hand and just reach it out. You can keep the right foot down. If you'd like, you can pick it up. And now you're engaging the abdominal muscles and the back muscles. And then lower your foot back down and lower your hand back down. Let's switch and do the left side. Take your left foot to the back. Toes curled under, push out through the heel, pick up your right hand, just reach it out. You can keep that right knee down. Good. You're just breathing and feeling. If you want to pick up the left leg, you can. You can even point your toes or point your toes down. Drop your toes back down, bring the hand back down, bring the knee back down, slide your hips from side to side. Then the next thing we're going to do is something that really feels nice right along the lower part of the back. So tilt your chin down towards your chest and just round the back up towards the ceiling. You can also drop your hips slightly back towards your heels. Big stretch in the lower back. You can stay here and just breathe for a couple of seconds. And then slowly coming back forward. Now we're going to lift the tailbone. So your tailbone's going to lift, chest is slightly lifted, and you're just noticing that great big curve now in your back. And then round the back again. And you can start to use your breath in this way. So as we lift the tailbone up and chest, that's when we're going to take an in-breath. So inhale. And then exhale, round the back. And you can drop back as you're still exhaling. And then coming forward, inhaling. Keep your chin slightly down versus up because it will protect your neck. And exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. And then come all the way down onto your belly, if you're able. Come all the way down onto your belly. Take your elbows and just have them right underneath your shoulders. Take your chin and drop it down and just move your head gently from side to side. Then pick your head up slightly and your gaze will be right down by your hands. Just breathe. And then slowly bring everything back down. Make a pillow with your hands. Drop your head down. Let your whole body just sink into the mat. Then slowly bend both of your knees. Your head is still down. And I'm lifting my head up so I can talk to you, but your head is still down, and you're going to slowly let your feet go from side to side. And then lower your feet back down. We're going to slowly bring ourselves back up. So coming back up. Come back up onto hands and knees. Notice how that feels. Gently swing your hips from side to side. And we're going to flip over onto our back. So come around onto your back. And slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Take a moment and just allow yourself to feel acclimated with your feet flat on the floor, your head flat, the back of your head flat, and just your back making contact with the floor. Take a couple of breaths. And then slowly pull both your knees in towards your chest. Your hands can go on the front or behind, wherever it feels the best, on your legs, on your knees. Gently just roll from right side to left side. If anything really hurts, of course you're going to stop. We're gently rolling from side to side. You can make it a little bit deeper and go all the way over to one side and all the way over to the other side, or just gentle motions, gentle rocking. If that bothers your back to go from side to side, you can just put your hands either underneath or on top and take your knees in a little circle. Sometimes that feels really good for the lower back. Remind yourself if you're going in one direction to go in the other direction. And then put your feet back down. Slowly stretch your right and your left leg out. Stretch both arms all the way to the back. Best stretch ever. Do a real yawn or a fake yawn. Maybe point your toes up, do a little stretch. Let your hands come back down by your side. You can turn your palms up. Get comfy, do a little wiggle. Take another breath in. Slowly let it out. Do I look comfortable? I am. My back feels so much better. So I'm hoping that your back feels a little bit better. I know mine feels a little bit better. Be well. Namaste.